It was the same story, she has to conserve money since she doesn't have any income currently. Which brought up the question of where all her stuff went when she moved. What money does she use for incidentals? So evidently, when she got divorced. She asked for the divorce after my ex went off to college. It doesn't sound like her husband ex's dad wanted the divorce. His dad bought her out of the equity in their house. Ex didn't have any idea how much that was or how much is left. But until she moved here she was working full-time as a teacher and living in a small apartment, so she should not have had to tap into the divorce settlement money very much. Other than that, ex didn't have much insight into her finances other than what she told him, that she has to conserve money. I told him straight up that I'm moving out before the end of the month. And from now on I'm only paying 25%. As some of the commenters pointed out, she has a whole bedroom while I have to share with a man-child. I talked to the leasing office and they explained that since ex and I signed a single rental agreement together, e.g., one contract we both signed as opposed to two contracts we signed individually, we are both responsible for the rent. They don't care who actually pays as long as it gets paid. The only alternative would be if he agrees to sign a new lease by himself, or together with his mom. But in all likelihood he wouldn't be able to pass the credit check on his own, so I'm kinda stuck. He asked about our relationship and the engagement. I told him after I moved out I needed some space from him. In a few months when we've both had some time space to process what happened, if we both agree we can talk about the relationship. But he'd have to prove that he's going to have my back going forward and set boundaries with his mom. I told him that just to avoid more drama, but I don't see a future in which we are together. So, that's it, I'm leaving and I really don't care how that affects them. Comments. Comment 1, you're at the end of a long and painful process, but I'm sure that you will be better for it. Good luck. Comment 2, dude should really just marry his mom. Comment 3, notify your landlord in writing that you are moving out and to take you off the lease after June 1st. You wouldn't want to do nothing and accidentally trigger an automatic renewal. Oop. Already did that. I did it before I went to talk to the front office and confirmed that they received it while I was down there. She hesitated but chose to say yes, and my husband responded to that with "get out of my house." I tried to smooth it but my husband was adamant if that's what she genuinely believes, she's not welcome to stay. 31F chose to stick to her accusation. I decided to side with my husband. My brother is angry with me, he thinks I should have tried to do damage control and let them stay by convincing my husband to lean more into apologizing and placating his fiancé who was just recovering from the situation. He thinks this whole thing would have blown over if I'd helped my husband fold. I find this unfair. My brother was counting on me to handle all this, yet he didn't speak up during the conversation or try to talk sense into his fiancé. My husband remained calm the entire time, but he obviously felt insulted by her remarks and I think that's valid. Why should I have taken my brother's fiancé's side over my own husband? Especially when I feel like she was wrong for doing all that, then turning around and accusing my husband of wanting to hurt her.